Hey everybody, welcome back to King's Court. I am your host Eddie, and yeah, let me represent my Los Angeles Rams, the better logo, albeit because the new one is I'm not a fan of, and I don't see myself buying anything Rams related later in, I guess, their tenure here in Los Angeles. I don't think they're gonna change their logo. I'm not gonna change my interest in the old logo. This one was just fine. And of course, you see I am representing my old United States soccer jersey. Of course, I hate soccer, but I really loved this jersey when it was the white. This thing was white, and this was blue. But back then, when I ordered this thing, they ran out of stock from those blue ones. So here we are, and here I am wearing this one instead. Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's a cool fit. It fits nice. I like how it's tight on the sleeves. It's tight up here and loose down here, but it's still slim. I like that sort of feel. So, of course, I'm gonna still be wearing it, especially since it's representing the United States, my my home country and the country I love dearly. But that's not what we're here today, right? We're not here to talk about my outfit, even though it doesn't match. Let's talk about not NBA rumors or trades because let's move away from that. Obviously, no one really knows where trades are gonna go when they're not big time trades. Things could just backfire. And of course, I'm referencing the Eric Bledsoe, Steven Adams, and Jonas Valanciunas trade between the Pelicans and the Grizzlies. Uh, let's jump into the news that made me laugh the hardest because they being Twitter, put a picture of Sideshow Bob being arrested from The Simpsons in reference to the headline Jackson Hayes being arrested after visiting the hospital because he was in a brawl against cops. Yeah, you heard that right. I don't know what happened. I just heard about this about an hour ago. It made me laugh. Of course, the memes of it, but let's talk about the seriousness of the situation. Jackson Hayes, not even 20, not even 21, I think. Of course, been in the NBA for about 2 seasons. It's kind of hard to remember when players were drafted and such, especially with the last COVID season the NBA had. But anyway, Jackson Hayes being arrested for fighting with cops. That's crazy to me. Because look, it's one thing to defend yourself, but cops are never gonna try to be aggressive with you if you comply. In my experience, no cops have ever gone hostile or aggressive if you comply. I like to think that anybody who, I guess, pays attention to instructions from an authority, you listen, you hear what they have to say, and you do as instructed because obviously they have authority over you. You may not agree to it, but just comply and things will be okay. If you act with malicious intent, those cops will start to feel a little, what's the word, timid, um, afraid of their own safety, because they don't know you and they don't know how you're gonna act. Obviously, they want to de-escalate the situation as best as possible. And I'll say it again. I don't know what happened to Jackson Hayes and his altercation with the cops. I'll probably cover it in tomorrow's video. But as of right now, I hope Jackson Hayes did not act out of just, the whole you have no reason to arrest me, you have no reason to detain me, all that stuff. I hope there was some sort of logic into it. I'm not going to defend either side, either the Blue or Jackson Hayes yet, but like I said, I'll read into it later, tomorrow's video, if, nothing else comes up. And I know I didn't say anything about trades. I can't remember if Bradley Beal is going to be traded or he's already a free agent, but there's word that he may want to leave Washington. And it's crazy to me how it's taken him. Well, I guess players typically love to stay with an organization and a city if they like it a lot. And I definitely think that's the case for Bradley Beal because he's been there for so long. He signed his extension, he's helped out in the community, and he's represented the Washington Wizards better than any player could represent their own teams and their own organization, especially one that drafted them. So I think it's not crazy for him to request a trade soon. Of course, this kind of thing hasn't come to light yet, but who knows? Maybe it will someday, this week, next week, this summer. It's definitely a possibility considering how the Washington Wizards they got a coach that, let's just face it, is a rookie coach, and that typically runs and indicates a rebuild. Doesn't guarantee it, but definitely with the roster the Washington Wizards have, there is no direction you could possibly go that will cater to what Bradley Beal and albeit Westbrook will have to remain with the team. The Washington Wizards are better off just trading away any older players, or I guess if they're old enough and they have a contract that's sweet enough to keep so they could have that contract expire so they could get money. That's the only reason you should want to keep veteran players right now if you're the Washington Wizards. Of course, you could build through the draft. They haven't drafted terrible players. Otto Porter, Jordan Clarkson, Bradley Beal. I'm not gonna try to butcher his name. I mean, I'm not gonna try to attempt his name because I know I'm a butcher and I have respect for people from foreign countries. But my man from Japan, who's representing the basketball team for Japan right now, he is also one of the young players from Washington that have a lot of promise. I think the Wizards should just build through their draft and just let go of Beal and Westbrook if they could get rid of Westbrook. I know that's a mean way to put it, but you don't need Westbrook if you're not going to try to contend for a championship. You might only be able to get picks, albeit maybe about 3 picks for Russell Westbrook, but if you have to let him go, just let him go. He for sure doesn't want to be there if he's not going to be winning. He'll play every night. That's a given. You could sell him that way. You could market him that way to opposing teams. You just can't ask for too much because, well, and I'm talking about trading for Westbrook. You can't ask for too much because you don't know what he's gonna get you. I think he could still average a triple double in a month, but of course he's not the most skilled point guard you could ask for in any team. So you could definitely use him if you need a veteran presence or a guy that's willing to take blame, because Westbrook, he just doesn't care. And I respect that about Westbrook. He can't shoot, but he can drive. He's not tall, but he's aggressive. He gives 100%, just like old Patrick Beverley from the Clippers. He's going to give it his all every night, and that's definitely how the Wizards should market him. It's not any inconsistencies or bad playoff performances. It should be what he's going to do for the team, regardless on who's on the roster. He's played with Reggie Jackson, who he didn't like. He's played with, I guess, now Harden, who at a point didn't get too too well along with Harden, but since then they've buddied up again. And there's countless other players who he probably didn't like that maybe the media didn't expose, but like I said, he'll just do what he can to win games, and he'll be mature about it, especially nowadays since he's up in his older ages. He could still ball, he's still quick, he could still dunk, he can still give you everything, and that's why I think they should try to market him as such. But of course, Wizards, if you're looking for someone for such negotiation contracts, I'm right here. Anyway, let's move on to what the United States basketball team is like, how there's so much blame on Craig Popovich. I completely agree with it. It doesn't look like Greg Popovich knew what direction he was going when he was picking these players, and it's showing now. It's just crazy to me how he took so many good defensive teams in his Spurs days and players to his Spurs teams, and now you have a whole NBA roster to pick and choose from, and you're just so bad on defense. I get it. You have some of the best players on defense: Draymond Green, Adebayo. I guess Kevin Durant counts. Jason Tatum is not a scrub, but he's definitely more offensive focused. I don't know where he was going with this direction and what the team was going to be structured like, but he definitely deserves a lot of blame. I said it on a previous video, so I just want to get that straight. I still stick by that opinion. He's got a lot on his shoulders right now, and he brought it upon himself. He was looking forward to this opportunity to coach Team USA basketball, but this is the result you're getting. Not a good look, Craig Popovich. Who knows if you're going to be invited again in the future. Lastly, before I go, I wanted to say one more thing. DeMar DeRozen is rumored to go to the Lakers. Now, obviously a big name is always good to have. I just don't know if he's the answer. He'll definitely be a better replacement over Kyle Kuzma, who's, I've said it for years, he's a bad player. He's already hit his ceiling. There's no way he's going to get any better. So just if the Lakers could get any improvement from Kyle Kuzma, do it. I'm no Lakers supporter, but if you're looking to have a better scorer, a better ball handler, a guy that's more fit to be that guy, I guess DeMar DeRozan is not a bad choice. You definitely don't need a point guard if you're going to just run everything through LeBron James. Just give him shooters. I know DeMar DeRozan doesn't answer that gap for the Lakers, but DeMar DeRozan can definitely steal ball, and he's got a lot to prove. I don't doubt that if he puts on a Laker jersey, he'll have, I guess, early Raptors type of enthusiasm. He's not old, I don't think yet, but a change of scenery and amazing player like LeBron will turn him up a bit. And I think that's the direction the Lakers should go. Just improve what you already have and let go what you're going to replace, just to get better players. That's all I got to say for now, guys. I don't have too much to say about the Clippers right now because let's just let the United States team just go on and play. Obviously, Nick Batum isn't thinking too much about his contract right now. He's in France, playing for France, and I'm not gonna touch too into the Kawhi Leonard situation. Obviously, there's no thoughts that he's leaving the Clippers, but I'd rather just stay quiet about it and then just wait for him to sign. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and hopefully you guys are enjoying the content I'm putting out. This early content. We're already about 2 months in. I enjoy you guys watching these videos, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Alright, I'm out. Thanks for listening.